Hey guys, I wanted to do a bit of a demo of the new Dex ranking system. There's been a lot of back and forth regarding the new UI. Just at a high level, I just want to let you know that most of these stuff that we've built and developed has come actually from feedback from all of our customers throughout, I would say, the last year to improve the capability, and nothing has really been lost from the previous user interface. It's just that it's more compressed now, more automated by choice as well. So you can automate, you don't have to automate things. So I will start with a bit of housekeeping. At the top, you also have shortcuts to move to Copilot or portfolio modeling and open suburb shortlisting. So that's also been improved. You can have the standard and the expert view, which is as per before. Now we've added about 30% additional metrics to, I guess, the whole filtering mechanism. What's changed from before is you can have cumulative growth or you can have CAGR, which is capital average growth rate per year, depending on how you guys want to research, or you can have, as I said, cumulative growth, meaning the growth rate percentage at each year. So if you look at, see here, for example, so you have, if it's CAGR or if it's cumulative, it actually changes. So what happened at the end of year one, it has grown 15%. At the end of year three, up to year three, 65%. But if you go to CAGR, that means every year has grown 18%. So that's been nuanced and different. You can move between houses and units, or you can choose LGAs or suburbs. It is the same thing as before. Now, when it comes to additional filtering and how you can use it, you have strategies here. Remember, initially, guys, you had a separate screen where you would answer or construct a brief. Now this is all combined in a single user interface, so it's easier for you to use. So you can pick between capital growth or cash flow. You can choose your budget. You can choose the time frame, and then equity extraction time frame matches you with the right strategy. Now I have the LGA on. If you pick the strategy, what you can actually do is you can further adjust the strategy. So you can either go to filters. If you choose, so for example, going back, if you choose edit, you can choose edit filters or edit weights. Weights is when you're editing essentially everything that's automatically been assigned in Dex. Let's start with filters. If you edit filters, you will see here that anything that has a triangle has a filter applied. So it's essentially a shortcut that you can use, or you can also use the search button. So initially we didn't have the search button. Now you can use the search button and say GPO, for example, and it will lead you to the GPO right away, so you can assign it. Another thing as well, guys, you'll realize all of the additional metrics and filters that we've inserted, so you have much larger capabilities now to do whatever you like. Again, as I mentioned before, instead of saving it to go metric by metric and filter by filter, you can just type in whichever one you want, or if you want to adjust the filters that have been automatically assigned by HtAG, look for the triangle here. Let's say you go property type, you want to include units, or let's say you want data level, LGAs, or you want both suburbs or just suburbs, etc. What is beautiful about this thing is that whatever you choose, the system automatically re-ranks on the basis of the strategy that you've chosen. Yeah, so you can see it at the top. Now, a lot of individuals have asked, can we not re-rank automatically? Absolutely. That's been also one of the feedbacks that we've integrated. So you can go rank on or rank off. Okay, you can go reset or rank off. So essentially when you do choose a strategy, it doesn't rank it, as you can see. So you will need to click rank on to rank it. For example, if you don't want to rank them right away, you want to adjust the filters and then rank them, just click on rank off, and it would stop the ranking until you've adjusted everything and set the filters. Now, what I also recommend people do is, if you want to develop your own strategies, you can do, and you can save them as well. So what are you have HtAG 16 strategies, or you have the save strategies. I build strategies for buyers agents and I save them here. So I don't need to go to filters and search for these specific filters that I want to actually rebuild the strategy again. It saves me a lot of time. So when I build a strategy that I want, for example, a unit strategy that I built for one of my friends and a buyer's agent, I have it saved here, or you can build strategies for your clients under a different name. You have it saved here, so you can always go back. You don't have to go to filters and refilter everything, include them, etc. If you want to rebuild strategies from scratch, what I suggest to also give you a shortcut, do not go to filters and rebuild them yourself. What I would do is I would go to strategies and I would use a HtAG strategy. Let's say you go reset, show me all strategies. Let's say you want to start from the onset, but you want to build from one of the HtAG strategies. So you can do that. Then you adjust the filters or weights or whatever that is. When you change it, then you click on save. So what that does is saves you from actually rebuilding the filters from the onset, all of them. You just use the HtAG strategy as the foundation, and then you adjust the filters and weights as per your liking, and then you hit save, and you save it either under your name or your client's name or whatever you like. A lot of the questions were regarding, I can't see LGA anymore, LGA pages, because now on LGA pages, we don't have the table, the filtering table anymore. Reason being, it's because it's all here. It's all in a single interface, yeah? So you can go and click on, you can either click on LGAs at the top, or you can search for a particular LGA. Let's say Gold Coast. You can unselect, click Gold Coast, apply, and it would see. The reason why nothing shows up, guys, is because I have a strategy that's already selected at the top. So there's no Gold Coast suburbs that fit this strategy, yeah? So I will need to take it out, come back, go Gold Coast, hit apply, and you will get all of the suburbs in Gold Coast here, okay? That's all you need to do. So it's much more agile, and it gives you much more flexibility. Now, not only can you adjust filters here by clicking on filters, but you can do the same from columns. So now you have two areas from which you can enter essentially. So if you wanted to change any filters here, add additional metrics that haven't been filtered in if you want. If you want to filter this column and arrange in a particular order, if you want to size columns, attach additional things, you can do it through both the column as well as on the filter side here. Also, guys, if you don't see any metrics that you filtered in, click on the arrow here to expand. As I said, we've added 30% additional metrics. This is by far the most amount of metrics in the market that you have access to. So you can enter from various points, but also have this enormous capability of additional metrics and filters. And if you want to save time, because there's a lot of filters now, if you want to save time and create your own strategy that's aligned with the HtAG strategy, but not exactly, to save you going through all of the filters, pick the strategy that you want, and then adjust the filters or even adjust the weights. So if you go here to weights, if I click on adjust weights, and you look at all of the weights that have been assigned automatically to all of the metrics, and let's say you want to adjust a higher weight to GRC minima, you give it a 15, for example, and you go save. And you save this particular strategy under your name. So then it would always be present here under saved. So you always have shortcuts. You can go back, And when we're talking about, I've exhausted my filters today because you have a filtering range that you can do daily. This is just because of the infrastructure load, guys, because now this is placed on a completely different infrastructure to give us all of this additional flexibility. You will never, and I, by the way, research for 50 buyers agents. I never exhaust any filters. I don't exhaust any numbers. Reason, because I build the pre-filtered strategies, and I just choose, and I go back and forth between different strategies. I don't even use filters anymore because I built them from the onset. And how I built them, I started with the HtAG strategies, and I just adjusted to the liking of the customer or the customer's needs and what they're trying to do. You also have still the export button. Okay, so you can export this in Excel. You can also add additional columns if you want. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here, guys, now. You have the search button shortcuts in the same way that you have the search shortcut for the filters. You also have it for the columns, yeah? Now, what is also additional, what we have, guys, is you can now select the suburbs and you can send them to real estate and domain, for example. You can send up to 100 suburbs to real estate domain. And let's say I send them to real estate, the top 3. What you'll realize is that all of the filters have already been preset. So I'll pick Altona Meadows, Bacchus Marsh, and Ballon, sorry. Remember here, I picked them. And I can send them to real estate. The price point, all of the filters are adjusted. And now you can we've now integrated the HtAG Vetter as well. So you can vet all of the listings and rank them. So remember, guys, in the same way that you could rank strategies using the robust Dex comparison and ranking strategy, you can now rank actual listings, okay? You will go to bind page, you click on save, you'll be live, and you can vet the 25. Okay, and it would rank all of the 25. Now, guys, with the Dex, see, it gives you a score, it gives you everything. You can actually expand further, and it gives you more information. You can make inspection notes, make additional notes. You can then print them in a PDF format or download in a CSV. You can go even further, guys. If you wanted to name this vetting or ranking process for the listings, you can give it a name. You can even edit the brief. So let's say you wanted to include additional types, whether it's a villa, block, retirement living, whatever that is for your client. You can add this brief, put some notes, deal breakers, save it, and it would re-rank the listings on those bases, which means that now you can rank, shortlist, rank suburbs, and rank listings. Literally will take you minutes. As I said before, you can then, let's say whichever one you pick, let's say I'll start these two, see how I can go to report. That report you can save as a HTML or as a PDF with photos. You can send it to your clients, and any notes that you actually make within here, your client would also see, or you would see. There is a lot of capabilities now in this whole system, and the reason why we did it this way is to save time while also maintain the quality. So that's why we have the automatic ranking stuff. Before, you had to go through 3 screens to actually come to a ranked shortlist. You had to do the goal matching, then it takes you to a different screen where you see the shortlist, and you had to go into Dex, then you had to assign all the weightings into Dex, and then click on rank to rank everything. Now, it's literally just, essentially, you just pick the strategy and does the ranking. But if you don't want to rank it automatically, you just switch off the automatic ranking process. There is a lot of versatility now. You can automate it. You don't have to automate it. You can approach it from multiple angles. You can approach it from the column side to introduce additional metric. You can approach it from the filters. You can add additional columns. You can save strategies. You can export Excels, and then you can send any suburb that you like to real estate and domain, and then further rank all of the listings. Insert notes, do whatever you like, adjust the brief, name the brief to your client's name, add a new client, new search from this URL, whatever you like. And this end-to-end process, we'll actually deep dive it into the new mastermind that's coming up, or masterclass, sorry. So if I go to masterclass, there's a new event that's coming up. Alex and I will drive this event, and we'll show you various ways on how to automate this process and how to actually use it, how it's extremely powerful. But just for now, I wanted to give you a bit of a demo and highlight that a lot of people who've seen the new Dex ranking system, because they haven't seen it before, they think that things were taken away. Things were actually added. It's faster now. It has more metrics. And it's the same thing as before, it's just it's all now present in a single interface. And I can't stress enough, I can't stress further, guys, please use the Copilot. If you go here, suburb shortlisting, you have the shortcut. And then when you click on Copilot, you can either open the chat, or you can go to the different tools that we have that are completely automated and provide you with an output of reasoning that you can understand. So for example, if you want to have an understanding on how to combine the 200 metrics into a suburb analysis, you can literally go here, type in the suburb that's on your list here, and it will produce a full report with all of the explanations. And you can use additional tools as well. Sold property, search property, due diligence, feasibility. There's a lot there, guys. And it's all now present in a single interface with shortcuts, which really saves you from opening a lot of the windows and trying to juggle a lot of different UI experiences to come to a result. I hope this helped, guys. Take care.